Pepper says she's so proud of everyone for decluttering, organizing, and where you are in your journey today. This video is part of the Mega Motivational Collab series, and it is hosted by Denise Jordan from This and That. And this month's theme is how to deal with souvenirs and collectibles. So please, at the end of this video, visit their playlist so you can get inspiration from everyone. It's in the link in the description box below. Okay, everyone. So for this theme, it is souvenirs and also like collectibles and how we organize it and curate and all that stuff. And I had to admit that I was really stuck on this theme because I thought, I really haven't figured that out myself either. So how am I going to create this video when I'm still a work in progress? And that's what I really realized, that that's what I should share. I should share that, look, I'm a recovering hoarder. I went from a level 4, now I'm like a level 2, and I'm really trying to figure this out. Because with someone with hoarding disorder, everything is collectible. That's why we save everything, and everything's sentimental and a souvenir from the past because I can go on and on about that. And I thought it would be best to just kind of share where I'm at, right? Someone who's recovering, someone who's figuring out, someone that I'm going to show you where I am in this journey as I kind of, funnel everything down and put them into bins, and maybe like future things that I would love to happen. So for this video, this is going to be one where we're giving ourselves grace. It's okay if I don't have a perfectly curated house. It's okay if my house doesn't look like Marie Kondo. It's okay. We're all a work in progress, and it's all about progress, not perfection. Let's start with collectibles. And for myself, someone with hoarding disorder who's recovering, everything is collectible. Everything is collectible. Everything has value. Everything is sentimental. That's why I kept everything in my life. This is kind of what collectors do. Now, someone who is a collector, they will find something specific that probably reminds them of their childhood. It brings back these memories. It eases their anxiety from the stresses of life, and they curate a collection of what they like. Well, for me, with hoarding disorder, that's what I did to everything. I didn't define it to one certain thing to say, let's say My Little Ponies. It was everything that came across my life. I attached those same emotions as a collector to everything because it was a history of my life and it brought me comfort. And the past couple of years, you guys have seen me declutter. And what I've been doing, because there's just so much stuff, is that I have been funneling a lot of the items that I can recognize as true sentimental collectibles in my heart and putting them into these bins. I'm not done decluttering the whole house yet. I still have a lot to go. But in the meantime, at least now, I can find and recognize what bins has my childhood items. It's normally the pink polka dot bins that have my childhood items. And I'm hoping and praying that maybe in the future, would be great, that I can create a space where I display my most favorite items. But in this moment, we're going to keep moving forward. We are going to keep making progress. It's okay if I don't have them perfectly curated now. It's a goal in the future that we're working towards, so it keeps us motivated to keep going. We're not going to stress ourselves out. We're not going to put unnecessary pressure on ourselves to be this perfect person, because we're not, okay? And it's okay that we're not. Nobody is. And this is supposed to be enjoyable. So if we're stressed out about it, we're not really going to do it. We're going to avoid it. And I have to admit that I'm so glad that I never gave up on this, because I kept that mindset. I kept that mindset of progress, not perfection. Look at how far we have come. We have decluttered thousands of things from this house, and look at how much we've grown to be the person we are today. Now, today where we are is that we're funneling a lot of things into these labeled bins. And soon I'll be able to do KonMari methods on them because they're grouped like with like. And I won't be as scared to let go of something because I can see everything labeled in front of my eyes. Where before, everything was such a hot mess and mixed and squirreled away in multiple places that I was too afraid to let go of anything. And you want to hear something funny? The time that I was recording this, my mom came over and dropped off some more childhood things from her garage. She has been cleaning out the garage, getting it organized, and she found some more childhood things. And look, this comic book is actually hers because it's in Spanish. But she dropped it off, gave it to me because she knew I would have been upset if she threw it away. And again, I'm feeling those memories, especially of Rainbow Bright. I loved her. The other thing she dropped off was my old Nintendo NES. Let me tell you, the boys are really excited about this because it has the games and it also has the original console to it. And also some 101 Dalmatian cards, magnets, little things too. And the moment my three boys saw that my mom gave me my original NES, they very quickly hooked it up to an old TV in the basement. And for the most part, it works. There's a little glitch in it, but I mean, they did get it working. And as for my childhood comic books and books that were in that box, I'm going to grab one of my clear pink polka dot bins because that's where I'm storing all of my childhood and even teenage year things. It's why I can identify it. I know where it's at. I recognize the bin. And I can go back and look at any of my books, my comics, go down memory lane. There's no need for me to keep hoarding more stuff. I already have the things that I love as a child and a teenager in these bins. Next is going to be souvenirs. Now, with souvenirs, I literally used to hold on to everything, and this Disney bin is an example of this because this is when I was prime in my hoarding. I did not start any kind of recovering. I mean, I held on to the bags, the ears. I held on to everything. Now, this was 2015, so yeah, my recovery didn't really start until 2018. I even kept their little countdown because they were so little back then. And I used to do this to every vacation that we had, especially in our 20s, because I would save receipts, little tickets to shows. I mean, you name it, I hoarded it. I feel like I really made a special occasion with the Disney one because we were financially struggling, and this Disney trip was a gift to us, to our family, and it was amazing and so wonderful and abundant. And I think that's why I really hoarded and held on to all of this. And I'll still keep it in this bin because it is curated and the boys actually do love looking through it. And since I started my recovery, I stopped doing that. I only started getting like t-shirts and hoodies, and me and the boys actually do wear them. But for this year, I'm doing a no spend on clothes, so I'll just have to re-wear these when we're down there. The main thing that I'm trying to do to be able to hold on to the memory of the place we visit is just focus on pictures. A frame with our picture, or maybe a book that has our pictures in it that they create. That's going to be the only souvenir that I'm bringing home. Not the keychains, not the shot glasses, not the magnets, not the Trotsky stuff. I'm just going to be focusing on the photos because that's what means the most to me. And I'm going to be creating either photo albums or scrapbooks. Now, don't worry, because I'm not going to go out and buy craft supplies because look, here is my craft hoard that we're going to be going through. And trust me, I have plenty of scrapbooking stuff. I have paper, I have washi tape, I have stickers. It's kind of all over the place. But I know I have it. I'm going to use what I have. And when we finally get to start organizing all the crafts, you'll see how much I already have. And those are the goals that I have for at least taking the next step to curating my collectibles and my souvenirs. We have to celebrate where we are. It's okay. I still have a long ways to go, but my goodness, look at how far we have come. It's important to give ourselves grace during this project and also to keep each other encouraged. And I would love to hear in the comment section below, what are your goals? What are your strategies? What do you do for organizing your collectibles and souvenirs? And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated you to declutter and organize something today in your home too.